son. Ask you to go through. I don't know why it's taking so long.
What do you think about the questions I sent you?
It was good. These questions.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right, let's get busy. Welcome to Billionaire Bankers, where all content is accountable and verifiable. I'm with my man,
Jamil Burton.
Jamil Burton. Listen, this brother is nice, okay? You'll see in a second, all right?
Appreciate that.
You wanna talk about yourself? You wanna introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jamil Burton. I'm originally from Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. Tell everybody I'm a Jelliff Avenue kid. Anybody that knows Newark or from that side of town know what I'm talking about. I got started in art at an early age. From the time I was a four-year-old kid, I knew I wanted to be an artist, man. It was like I tell people art chose me. I never chose it. So once I figured out that's what I wanted to do, my grandmother, unbeknownst to me, she could draw. So she would draw farm animals and tell me to copy them, and then she would critique them. And then if I did too bad, she'll ball it up and be like, start over.
Oh, she's a Jersey grandmother.
Yeah, she was a country girl from Virginia, but she was Jersey through and through, man. She'll ball it up and be like, all right, start over. So I'm like, all right. And then when she felt like I got it halfway decent, I was able to go outside and hang out with my friends on the block. So it just went from there, man. 10 years old, I enrolled on Saturdays. My mom enrolled me into Arts High in Newark on Saturday mornings to give me something to do and nurture my gift and keep me, out of the way, which was one of the best things she could ever do. So I'm one of the youngest kids in the class. I'm 10 years old. I'm in there with freshmen.
Freshman in high school?
Yeah, drawing classes.
Yo, get out of here, bro.
For real. So I'm
That's crazy.
youngest kid in there. I'm there with these kids that was graph artists and doing all types of stuff, and I'm just sitting there looking like I'm learning how to draw my first nude, how they do in Europe with the arts. I'm learning all of this stuff at 10 years old.
10 years old, bro.
So yeah, man. So
he was a prodigy, man.
yeah, I like to think I am, man. So it just spurned from there, man, and it just kept going and going. And unfortunately, my grandmother passed away when I was 13. So I was like, she saw that I had this talent, and she nurtured this kid.
I was getting ready to say that.
And then my mom picked it up, and my mom nurtured it. And here I am now, many, many years later, I'm still at it. Like, I used to watch Good Times all the time. And JJ used to JJ paint those paintings. And I'm like, nah, JJ ain't paint those paintings. Yeah. So I had to find out who painted them. Yeah. And the Sugar Shack, which was a Marvin's Gaye cover.
Mm-hmm. Famous cover too.
That painting single-handedly fed my spirit for many years to come. Wow. Like, Ernie Barnes was my man. So I rock with anything Ernie painted very, very hard. And anybody would say anything negative, like, he wasn't this artist, that artist. I'm like, yo, we gotta fight. That's how hard I rock with that.
That was your man.
Yeah, because and I'm sure I'm not the only artist, but he gave his work and seeing his work on national television and international, it gave birth to so many souls out here to want to create, because we see representation, we see us.
Indeed.
And man, that was my dude, him and Norman Rockwell.
Okay.
So
Norman Rockwell. I'm not really familiar.
Norman Rockwell was a painter, illustrator, did the Saturday Evening Post. He's probably, I ain't gonna say probably, he is the greatest recognized American illustrator in our history, in my opinion.
Okay. I gotta do my Googles.
Yeah, this dude was incredible, and he painted American life as he sees fit, from being a white man, seeing how he sees fit, but later on in his career, during the civil rights era, he started painting us. He started painting, when you move in, he has a painting, I can't call the name of it, but it's when you move in, when a black family moves into a suburb, move into a neighborhood, and it looks and stares, and they unloading the truck, and people watching and standing. That's another one of my favorite joints that he did, and he did some civil rights stuff too. So those two guys, man, just fed my spirit, yo. Love it.
Okay. So let's go into it. An artist such as yourself, right? Mm-hmm. How are you? Let's keep it real. How are you holding it down in regards to selling your paintings and surviving out here?
Whew, brother, tell me it's not as easy. Number one, to do what I do, takes a lot of heart. It takes courage. A lot of people aren't willing to step out on leap on faith to pursue art as a career. But I look at it as I'm a gatekeeper. And Paul Robeson, if I'm not mistaken, he the one started that comment. And gatekeeper. I got a painting I call Gatekeepers, and it's of a father and son. And we art men as an artist, we gatekeepers of the culture, and everything that comes with it. So, I during the pandemic, it's been crazy, but I managed to survive in one, word of mouth, my website. I've been blessed to be commissioned by a few people, organizations. I did a civil rights mural here in Kinston. Me and my partner Max. That was a big help. That was a nice piece of change as well financially. But man, it's just hustle. The art of the hustle, man. Just hustling.
Can we name drop some? 'Cause I saw that you into some movies, videos.
Nah, I did. Let's see what I did. I did a civil rights mural here in Kinston, talking about protests that happened here in 1952. I did murals, and I did a mural in Goldsboro, and I did a few things back home in Jersey. I was part of the New York Arts Festival, which was pretty good. I did quite a few things, man. Nothing real heavy for us, like celebrities or anything like that, or anything major.
Not
yet. But people aware of me. They Google me. They see different things come up on me. So I'm not a stranger to the art world, and particularly to the black art scene. So.
You want to tell them where they could Google and find you?
First, my website is JamilBurtonArt.com. You definitely can find my work there. But if you Google the name Jamil Burton, you guarantee to see a painting of mine, or a few paintings of mine come up from various exhibitions to commission projects and news footage. So I've been around a little bit. I ain't ashamed to say how old I am. I'm 47 years old.
Okay.
So I've been around the block for a minute, but yet I'm still not finished. I still feel like I haven't reached my peak yet as an artist. So it's definitely more to come.
Like I told you before when we first met, I was like, bro, we gotta do this interview, man. Your energy, your paintings. I was like, what I said to you? I said, Jordan before the rings, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. I was telling someone about that, and they laughed, but then they was like, you know what? That's true. And I'm like, and for the most part, yeah, I'm a humble dude, so I just like, my time is coming. And the most important thing as an artist is to do the work. You keep doing the work, everything else will come. Like, gotta teach these babies, man. I gotta show these kids and paint representations of them. So when they see my work, it's just not my work. My work, my work and the public, it's a collaborative experience. So that's how I look at it.
Elaborate just a little bit.
You know, like when I want them to see, I try to paint our community, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to tell all facets of our culture. So, and I want people to be proud of when they see these images. That's me, or that could be me. I know somebody like that, and I want to just drop gems in each image because it's easy to paint a pretty picture and be cool. But I feel like as a gatekeeper, I can't afford to just paint a pretty picture. My picture has to say something. It means something. It have to push the culture forward. So where these kids and not just the kids, but the viewers see and they get something from it. So my background is fine art and illustration. So you know, I tell narratives, and there's one narrative like this shirt says, change the narrative. I'm going to change the narrative of what it is to be when you see a black man, you see a black woman, you see a little black boy, a little black girl. Like you hear so many negative images with the media and other people want to give you, but just as many negative stories they can come with, I know twice as many positive stories.
Talk that talk.
And it's just my job to illustrate and paint those stories and be bold with it. Like, and don't, like Jay said in the interview, he said, when I walk into a room, I walk in as me, no head down, my head is up, and you're going to hear me. So I feel like when I walk in the room, or when you see a painting of mine, you're going to feel it. If you don't feel it, then that says a lot about you.
Indeed.
But I don't care if you black, white, purple, or green, you're going to feel it. And I have collectors of all ethnicities, and without a doubt, they feel it. I even had old white women come hugging me at the show, and it was like, "You're phenomenal. Keep doing what you're doing." So then I had a lot of sisters come up to me, brothers, same thing. So, you know, I feel like this is mine, but it's also the viewer. It's for them. Because it's about legacy with me and my art. And if I could drop a jewel in the painting and people get it and they see it and they push it forward. Like I'm grooming my nieces because they're young artists, and they show a lot of talent. So this is theirs as well. Because when I'm old, I can't do it whenever I can't do it no more, then it's theirs to push it forward. So that's what it's all about, bro.
Like
art truly is life.
Indeed.
And, you know, for so many years, the black artist hasn't been heard. But now, it's like they want to hear us. They really don't have no choice now but to hear us. So, here we are.
Indeed. Okay, let's go into it further. Let's see. NFTs, bro.
Yeah, man.
How you surviving in that world?
I haven't done any of that yet. I was on the fence about it, but been talking to some people about it. My little brother, he definitely wants me to do it.
Okay.
I talked to a brother at the festival about it as well, and so I was supposed to be reaching out to him about it also, about doing it. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna turn a couple of these joints in here to NFTs.
We're gonna show y'all too. The house is lit. The whole house paintings galore. So we're gonna show you. Definitely gonna drop some paintings in there.
Man. So definitely gonna like this piece. Right there is I may turn that into an NFT. That I recently had that in Art Fields, which is a huge show in South Carolina, 9-day art festival. And that sparked a lot of attention.
Okay.
A lot of people loved it. And now it's going to Michigan on September 15th at a part of Art Prize. So it's gonna be on display out there for like 18 days.
Oh, so you heavy in the art world?
Yeah, bro. This is life, bro. I eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff, man. The good times and the rough times. But yeah, this is all I want.
Indeed.
If I don't have this, then you get in the shell of who I am. And I'm always trying to give people me 100. So
Indeed. Okay. So what about let's see. You talk about commission and things of that nature. But what $1 billion mistakes have you made?
ooh, man, this whole thing is can be trial and error, man. Growing up and I'm looking at the cats before me and studying them, they didn't have to worry about all this social media, all this marketing, and all this stuff. So I would say my biggest mistake is learning this stuff late. Because as a creative, all you want to do is just paint, or draw. You just want to create. And you get so consumed with that, you forget about the marketing aspect. And so my $1 billion mistake is learning that later than I should have been learning it earlier, hitting that wave when people first started jumping on all these social media sites, all these different things. So I'm still learning now. So once I really master that, the sky's the limit. The work, hands down, my work is there. I feel like my work is second to none. So I know my skill set is there. It's just banging out this marketing thing and promoting and all of that stuff. Because usually, as an artist, you're like, well, my work speaks for itself, and you want to be humble. But nah, you gotta get out there and
Push it.
and push it. So now I'm really just starting to get out there and push it. Because as many people know me, there's a whole lot that don't know me, but they soon will. Indeed. So yeah, that's my $1 billion mistake because my biggest thing, my bigger goal is coming. When when I have that brick and mortar space to really do what I want to do, to teach these kids, and also I'm going to combine another love of mine with my art, which is cooking. So I'm gonna get all that up under one umbrella, and when I do this thing, they gonna feel it.
Okay.
People gonna be coming to me.
So you're gonna merge the cooking with the painting?
The cooking, the painting, the teaching, merge all of that
Under one house.
Under one house. So when you come to me, you coming to get everything. You coming to, you're gonna get your spirit fed. You're gonna physically get fed. You're gonna learn something, and everybody gonna know it, man. And I'm gonna pass it on to the kids I teach, cause I have a teaching background, so I work with kids a lot. And I tell people I never met a kid that really didn't like me, because I'm good with kids. So I'm like, yeah. So once I get them in a setting that I want to have them in, where they're learning about not just the Picassos and the Van Goghs and all of them, but they learning about the Alonzo Adams. They learn about Kevin Williams. They learn about all these great black artists that's out here.
Henry Douglas.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah. The Delaney's, the Ernie Barnes, the Paul Goodnights, all these dudes out here, man, that's black and just doing it. The Pancho Browns, like, bro, I can go on how many great artists out here.
So let's go back to the finance things. Okay. How do you scale a business such as yours?
For how you scale it? Whew, it's tough, man. I look at it, when it comes to me personally, I try to look at the market itself, and I try to look at my place in the market. And so I'm not a what you call it entry level cat. Like my work do cost. So and I look what my contemporaries out there doing,
Okay.
and it's like okay, I'm doing what they doing. These prices, my prices are similar to theirs. I never want to overprice myself out the market, but you don't ever want to underprice yourself either. So it only goes up from here. So I take all that to end, and I just go accordingly. Like right now, my business, I'm doing well, but it's just so
I
much.
like that. That's very humble. I was humble of you. Yeah. That was smooth.
Yeah, but it's so much more to come. Like I know for a fact, my work will be grossing like 6 figures a year, easily. I know. It's just keep putting that foot before the other and doing it. So the more people know about me, the more it grows anyway.
Indeed.
So like, cause the nonprofit is coming, all of that stuff. So yeah, man, I just like I said, do well, and I ain't gonna front. It'll be some moments where things are slow, but then that's where you be like a chameleon. You adapt. That's why teaching is always something to fall back on. So I do a lot of that. I do, like I said, commissions from murals, the website. So all of that, like man, makes up income. Like I haven't. It's 2022. I've been doing art all my life, and I've been doing it part time. But I've been blessed since 2014. I ain't had to work for nobody else. So I've been working for myself from 2014 to now.
That's like 8 years
as an artist.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, and that's not easy.
Indeed.
And especially being an artist of color,
Indeed.
because you used to get so many doors turned in your face. And it's like, all right, well, I don't necessarily need you to do this, so let me circumvent and come up with another way of doing it. So that's basically what I've been doing, man. I've been during pandemic. I received like grant money as well to keep me afloat, business loans, whole nine. But this is not just a dream; it's a vision, and my vision won't allow me to fail. I may come up short in some areas, but it's not gonna allow me to fail. I can't fail. I got that lady in there to look at me, and
Mom dudes.
yeah, and I won't let her see me fail. Like, and I won't even let my pops see me fail. My pops, he in his 80s, but he knows, like, 'cause it was his mom, like, was teaching me.
Crafted the skill.
Yeah, so it's like I will not let them see me fail, no matter what. I know, a lot of artists hear it. When you gonna get a real job?
Yeah.
And I just laugh. Like I said, yeah, it's a key word, it's a real job. I don't have a job. This is a career. This is life. So if you can't dig it, then that's on you. But none of that negative energy is coming. None of that negative energy coming here, man.
Well put. Well put.
Love it, bro. This is everything. And I always had art and I always had sports. And art and basketball. But one has an expiration date, the other one don't. So you gotta be smart.
Indeed.
So
no gambling.
Yeah, exactly. Nah. So yeah, man. So artist love, bro. This is what I do. So, and I love sharing it with people and talking with people about it.
So let's go a little bit deeper, bro. I'll keep deeper in on the finance side of things, because Billionaire Bankers, all content accountable and verifiable. As far as insurance, as far as taxes.
Yeah.
Do you file taxes like once a year? Do you do it quarterly? Like how do you?
Quarterly. I can turn my joints in quarterly. I don't want no problem from the alphabet boys. because once you start making, especially once you start making, and you start really doing numbers, if you ain't on your P's and Q's, they come at you.
Oh, for sure.
So quarterly I make sure all my joints is turned in. I filed taxes. My stuff is copyrighted and
That's my next question.
and everything. So if somebody trying to use my likeness and I find out about it, best believe I'll be coming for them.
Indeed.
And I just feel like every artist feel like this stuff is unique. You know your stuff when you see it. So you know when someone's trying to rip you off. So I have all that stuff in line, and honestly, that takes in the beginning, you don't really think about any of that stuff. Or you just want to create. But once you start turning into a business, then you gotta be like, all right, I gotta have business license. I gotta have your certificate to operate your county where you live at, and all that stuff. So your state tax number, your EIN number. So all these things, it was just like, all right, let me stop playing and get this stuff in order. So, and establishing business credit and all of that stuff. So yeah, man, but it's a learn. It comes at you and you learn. And it's kind of like you learn on the go. You learning all of this stuff, insurance on your work, and
So you have to put, all right, break it down. So with each painting, you have to put insurance on each painting. You have to trademark each painting.
Yeah, I have all of it. Yeah, all of it is insured. One umbrella, and it's a value. It's a value to the whole collection and the praise and all that stuff. Wow. So, and you got to pay that, and even dealing with that, you pay on that quarterly. So if something was to happen, you get paid for your work. But thank God I never had anything happen to my pieces to the point where I had to, the insurance and everything. But yeah, it's definitely covered.
Is it too early to scale your net worth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not yet, but it's coming.
Okay.
So,
we definitely gonna do a follow up on my man's net worth.
Yeah.
Do your Googles.
Yeah, it's coming, man. All of that's coming, especially once the brick and mortar spot be up and running. My next move is where I'm going. Like where I'm at, it's not gonna be the permanent home for me. So I'm already looking for the next adventure, the next city to go to. And once I get to that next city, then I'm taking it to another level.
So once you get to that next city, are you gonna, does this dissipate? Do you leave this alone? This is done, or do you connect with the whole cities?
When I get to the next spot, I still come back here and do some work in the community because I'm known in the community a little bit here now. I'm still gonna come back and do some work because as long as black and browns around, I'm gonna be around. So I'm still gonna come through.
Well put.
But my next spot is gonna be. It's just going. The trajectory is just going. It's just gonna be bananas, and so then people gonna come. People I work with here do it here, and come here. I'm gonna come there, and then I'm gonna come here. It's all about just that bridge, because it's I love what I do, but financially, if there was no money to be made, I would, why do I do it? I mean, I'll do it where I make a lot of money or a little money, but let's keep it real. I want this to blow big. I want my family to eat even when I'm gone, and That's why doing the work is essential. All aspects of getting it right. So my nieces and nephews can eat. My siblings can eat. My cousins can eat. Like I'm already thinking about, how can we, as a family, as a unit, make money off of my art? Because I don't just want it to be for me. So that's the goal. So I'm actually have some people in my ear now want to help me put together a plan to where that can happen. Because
Estate planning and all that good stuff.
yeah, it's essential, man. It's like, man, like, God forbid I was a pass. I don't want this to sit and collect dust. I want everybody to know what the copyrights and all that. What's a G Clay? What's a offset lithograph? What all these things is.
Can you go into that just a little bit?
Okay, G Clay prints and offset lithographs, just reproductions of the original artwork, high end, where I can sell a painting for $3,500, and once I sell that $3,500, it's gone. And that's cool because it'll be rare, and the collector has it, and the value of it's only gonna go up. I can sell it for them $3,500. Eventually, they can sell it for many, many more. But I could take a G Clay and say G Clay is $500, $600 per pot, and they just go like hotcakes. Then my family can eat off of those things that's coming in, or with the NFTs, we can do them things so much, and that's even more money coming in.
Indeed.
So there's so many ways you can make money being an artist. It's a lot different than what it used to be. But I've illustrated several children's books, so that's another stream of income for me. I'm actually working on a book now that I need to hurry up and finish. But yeah, man, illustrating children's books has been a blessing for me the last few years. So that's been another way where I've been able to eat and keep my name afloat during the pandemic.
So you got out here, you was grinding.
Yeah.
Get into it.
Yeah, so it's been, because if you don't grind, you don't eat.
Indeed.
And then, I tell people there's certain, the show circuit is cool. Yeah, that's a grind too. So you might not even want to do that all the time. So you might want to do something else. So that's why teaching classes, having your own nonprofit where you can teach, because that's exactly what I'm going to soon. Have my own nonprofit, and I'm teach through that way, so I can get paid through that way. And I'm giving back to the community as well. So yeah, man, there's so many ways to skin a cat, as they say. The pandemic came in, and like, one monkey don't stop no show. It hurts, and it set a lot of us back, because before the pandemic, man, I was feeling real good. Then when that hit, boom, all the shows stopped. Then things just started to slow down. So you just had to adapt to what's going on around you.
Get a little creative.
Yeah,
I get it.
So now it's coming back a little bit where there's more events, there's more shows. So therefore, the money's starting to come back. Come back. Especially here, it really slowed down. But I got some friends in DC. It just only sped up for them. So
how so?
Because most of your urban areas, they were starving, man. They were starving for something to do, for people to see, for as an artist, to get the word out there, to get all these murals done and all these projects. And then with the social unrest been happening, everybody been trying to throw money at you. Say, oh, their eyes are open, so we care now. So, so if you was in any of those areas, 9 to 10, you ate well. Whereas here, became a little more challenging, and you had to navigate and bob and weave just to get what you need. So, but it's cool. I don't take any of it. I don't take any of it for granted, man. I'm thankful for, being able to do that, to hustle, to still wake up in the morning and be like, you know what, I'm gonna get in the studio and get busy today. And then some days I don't even feel like getting in the studio.
Dude.
And like,
Recharge.
yeah, because sometimes the business can wear you out and beat you down a little bit, or you may have something personal going on, and you can be like, how can I create? So each artist is different. With me personally, when things get too thick, I try to handle that first before I jump into creating, because I don't want it to affect what I'm doing, what it is that I'm doing. So, but yeah, man, I gotta, as my little niece said, the money gotta keep coming.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed, man, indeed.
So yeah, man.
Listen, brother, the reason why I wanted to do this interview so much, I saw your drive, saw the ambition, just how you was talking and communicating. I mean, your art speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And like I said, you're gonna see.
Man.
And then brother, you're in a $1 billion industry, bro.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Multi-billion-dollar industry.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, man. You look what Puffy just brought a painting, $21 million.
That's crazy.
$21 million from an artist. He won't even see none of that $21 million because an auction house sold it. He sold it for a pretty penny when he did sell it, but then when the auction house got it, it's a lot of money, and he don't see no proceeds from it. That's the part of the business that has to change.
Okay, you elaborate.
Like the musicians, they get royalties off of their joints.
Okay.
So they get royalties constantly, consistently. If somebody was to sample their music, they're gonna get something from it. Somebody sample our artwork, we get nothing. Like an auction house can buy it from somebody else, and they go sell it, but you sit on the sideline looking, yeah, it's your work, and you proud your work went for that number, but you don't see nothing from it. That has to change, and Swiss Beats is another one that's really, really awesome with what they doing with the arts. And he speak on it all the time, man.
Oh yeah, that's like he's educated me a lot in the whole art world.
Yeah, their collection is nasty. It's a lot of cats. I listened to an old podcast today with former NBA players Darryl Walker and Elliot Perry. They're major art collectors. Major black art collectors, man. And just listening to them gave me energy today. It was like, yo, I gotta keep pushing, no matter how hard it get. Cause their collections, even Grant Hill, their collections is valued very high.
Grant Hill's into art?
Man, Grant Hill, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, Serena Williams. Serena Williams had a private art gallery in her house.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, John McEnroe.
Okay.
Tennis player that's nuts.
Yeah.
He's collecting. Who else? And people don't believe it. Patrick Ewing was an art head. That was his major.
That's my man right there.
Yeah, that was his major.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Malik Sealy was making ties at one point when he was around. So many of these guys collecting art, man, because Jay talks about it all the time. Nobody wasn't talking about a Basquiat until they heard Jay-Z talk about a Basquiat.
Was it 444?
Yeah. When he said it, then everybody wanted to know what's a Basquiat.
Indeed.
Everybody wants to be Basquiat.
Indeed.
And you even got people out here trying to knock off paint like Basquiat, all because they heard Jay-Z put it in the song.
Indeed. So,
yeah, man, a lot of these cats, like Grant Hill got a nasty collection. But see, he grew up going to see that. His parents made sure, and they was blessed to be able to provide that to him when he knew what art was. So when he came along, he started collecting. So that's another thing that we have to teach our people about is this is your story. You have to collect it. Don't worry about if it matches the sofa, if it matches your curtains. Buy it because you want to buy it. Whether it's $30 or $50,000. Buy it. If you want it and you can, buy it. Most artists are willing to work with clients, with collectors anyway. So if you have to put something down on it now and then pay you do that. But buy it. It's your history. It's your story. It's not just my story. It's your story. So get it and be in control of your narrative, of your history. Don't let anybody else be in control of it. So that's another thing. That's what we have to teach. Is teach that and teach the value of it. Like there's value in art. Like when you go buy that Gucci belt, when people don't care nothing about you, it depreciates.
That's a fact.
All of this here, nothing depreciates about it. It
Grows in value.
it grows. So, you know, you gotta teach that, and not to say just buy it, just invest in it because you can return a profit. No, invest in it because it's your story.
Indeed.
You know, we watch all these movies. They moan and cry all the time. There's not enough movies for that telling our stories. Write your stories. Direct your stories.
I tell people that all the time. Write your story down.
Yeah.
That's a whole movie within itself.
Yeah.
Especially if you said you 43?
47.
47. 47. Yo, bro, that's so many years, bro, of life experiences.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
I get it, bro.
Yeah, man. So so that's visual performing arts, man. If you're creative of color, write your story.
For sure.
Paint your story. Tell your story. Don't let anybody else do it. Because no one tell it like you.
I agree.
And I don't care what it costs to do it. You do it. There's a will, there's a way.
Indeed, man.
So,
Listen, we're going to leave off right there. Welcome to Billionaire Bankers, where all content is accountable and verifiable. Bro, where can they find you at, bro?
you can find me at www.jamilburtonart.com. On Facebook, you can find me as Jamil Burton. Instagram, you can find me as Burton Art Collection. I'm coming to a computer near you, a TV near you.
Talk that talk.
A gallery near you. I'm coming at your doorstep.
Indeed.
Trust me, your festival. You know, you're gonna hear me. Name of my company is Artistic Soul Fine Art. That name will be legendary. Trust me.
It already is.
And I appreciate you following me, take a peek at what I do. I tell you, my paintings are like a window to my soul. So just peek in, take a look.
Indeed. And everything my brother just finished saying, I'm definitely going to have it at the bottom. Check my brother out. Subscribe to the content. Let's keep going, okay? Welcome to Billionaire Bankers, where all content is accountable and verifiable. All right? It's us signing off. Peace.
Yeah, man.